When you wake up, or when you're in school, or when you're basically out doing things, do you think of achieving love and happiness, or do you think of progress in your goals? Just answer that question. Be completely honest. What do you think about? Like, say you're in the gym, are you completely focused on the task at hand? Or does your mind drift elsewhere? Are you thinking about your gym crush who doesn't even know you exist? If the latter is you, then you need to watch this entire video in order to fix your brain and regain your masculinity. You've developed feminine traits which are getting you nowhere in life and will certainly get you nowhere with the feminine woman that you've always wanted. So, unless you've been living in a cave, you'll know about the loneliness epidemic that has hit men in our generation. And a massive reason for this is because people, maybe your teachers, parents, a friend, or other people have brainwashed you with the thought that you need to get in touch with your feminine side, act like sort of needy. This is a massive reason that a large fraction of men in our generation are chronically depressed and lonely. You need endless masculine traits to defeat this. You need endless masculine traits to put the hard work required to be successful. You need endless masculine traits to become the man you've always wanted to be. So, let's just dive in. So the first way to become your true masculine self is to change the way you think and stop obsessing over love and your crush and happiness and all that bullshit. As a man, people only care if you show results. If you're happy and you've got a girlfriend and all that, yeah, cool, well done, fair play, but no one really gives a fuck. You need to change your mindset and start thinking about progress and your life goals instead. What do you gain from just sitting there thinking about a woman who either doesn't know you, doesn't like you, maybe even feels a bit repulsed when she sees you? You'll gain so much more in life if you just fix your brain and start chasing progress rather than chasing women, and you'll become a much more masculine man that you need to be in order to succeed in self-improvement. And women will eventually start liking you as well, which is a small bonus, let's be honest. Step 2 is to ditch that negative opinion you have of yourself and start having self-confidence. Yes, you might be nowhere near where you need to be. You might actually be out of shape or ugly, Implement step 3 to fix this. But when you have self-confidence, you actually become more attractive. Who the fuck will respect the guy that walks around with his head down, who has no belief that he can improve himself, like the black pill type people? Like, do you really want to be that guy your whole life? Are you prepared to change starting today? So yeah, that brings me on to the next step, which is to just improve your physical appearance. Get in the gym, make sure you look good, make sure you have good hair, good skin, etc. No one, especially women, maybe except them low quality ones that would shag anything, has any sort of respect for people who take no care whatsoever of their physical appearance. This may offend the wrong people, them black pill people who think appearance is all about genetics. Like, if you're ugly, you can't improve your looks at all. Oh, if you've got a six-pack, you were born with a six... All this bullshit, right? I used to be clapped, even 3 years ago. So it just shows if you take care of your appearance, start mewing, get in the gym, all this, you'll drastically improve your physical appearance. Yeah, it's okay to be clapped, but it's not okay to stay clapped and expect to become more masculine overnight. I've said the word clap too much now. Step 4, just express your opinion on anything. Say you're on a date and the woman you're with just says something you disagree with. Probably the type of bloke to just blindly agree with her in the hope that she lets you have sex with her. She could tell you that the sky's green or some dumb shit like that with a straight face. You probably just sit there and agree. No one respects a yes man. Just don't be afraid to say your opinions on things. You need to think for yourself in this world. Even your opinions seem stupid to someone else. Who gives a fuck? Someone has their own opinions and worldviews is so much more likely to be respected than the guy who just copies the popular opinion. None of these NPCs are respected by anyone. The 5th and final step is to find and work on fulfilling your purpose. Every man on this planet has a purpose. This could be making YouTube videos, educating people, starting an online business, becoming a boxer, anything really. Chances are you're not working towards your purpose and you seem satisfied in not working towards it. Find something you're passionate about and use it to find your purpose. You could do this with pretty much anything really. If you're obsessed with TikTok, you spend hours a day scrolling on TikTok. Why don't you just make content on TikTok? There's some serious money to be made on TikTok now and it's not even that hard to do. You think the people you watch on TikTok take time and effort, hours and hours of editing to make their content? No, of course they don't. You get millions of views and followers on there and you can easily just make a twat of yourself. Don't make a twat of yourself on TikTok, but you can, and you still get millions of followers. You probably won't do that on YouTube, but on TikTok, there's a bloke on TikTok who plays football against garden gnomes, and he has millions of views and followers. And you're going to sit there and be a consumer instead of a creator? Yeah, it makes no sense. But that's the end of this one. If you did enjoy it and you learned something valuable, leave a like. Seeing as I've helped you out, you may as well help me out. If you made it this far and you ain't even subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe now. I'll see you on the next one.